Hello everyone, this is Alireza. Today we will implement an item object on GUI. And at the end, if we do everything, we should see stuff here. Let's do it. So, first thing we want is some private fields, I think, that we don't have. Do we have them? No. Okay, private variables. A private texture 2D and we call it selected texture. Another one that we want is private int selected quality index. Another one is integer, yeah, it will type that for me. Selected rarity index. Another one is a list of string, and that is quality names. Another one is a list of string, and that is rarity names. And that's that. So inside on GUI, we say quality names equals to new list of strings. Rarity names equals to new list of rarity of a string. Now we say for each inside resource dot quality database item quality, and we call it quality. We say quality name dot add quality dot name, and we don't need that. The same thing for our rarity database. Remember, these two are almost identical, at least for time being. I'm not sure if I need to change them in future, but rarity, and we say rarity names dot add rarity dot name. So we get the names, and now the GUI stuff. So we say GUI layout dot begin vertical, yeah, with the style of box, and GUI layout dot expand width is true. GUI layout dot end vertical. Now here we say GUI layout dot begin horizontal, and GUI layout dot end horizontal. Now we have the displaying icon system inside quality editor, for example, and inside list view, and that is this part up until here, I think. Yeah. So I copy it just to make my life easier. Bam. So quality, we don't have that. What did I call this selected texture? Blah blah. Where is that icon coming from? Oh, stupid guy. So we say if underline icon okay, else it's null, selected index. Do we have selected index? No, because it's dump. Okay. That. If command name, then we say simply underline icon is equals to that. But now we have a problem. Repaint won't work. Well, what do we repainting? We don't have anything to repaint. So inside properties, I have another property to use, and that is public static editor window, and we call it item object window, and we get and set. We go back into item object database editor mother, and here we say resource dot item object window equals to the window. Okay, now we have access to that. We come into item object, and here we say resource dot item object window dot repaint, and it will work now. Remember, we are getting this editor, and we are calling editor stuff here. So if we compile this project and run the game, it will yell at us. We will refactor it later on, okay? But for time being, let's continue. After this part, we start another vertical, so GUI layout dot begin vertical, and of course GUI layout dot end vertical. So here we say GUI layout dot begin horizontal, GUI layout dot end horizontal, and we say GUI layout dot label, and the label is name with GUI layout dot width of 50. After that, we say underline name equals to GUI layout dot text field and the name. Control C, Control V. After the name, we have the value, but value is an integer, so we say value equals to GUI layout. No, we don't have it in GUI layout. We have editor GUI layout dot integer slider, and it's the value. The minimum number is 0 and maximum number is 999,999. 6 nines there for you. Control C, Control V. This one is price. No. Price equals to integer slider of price, and that is the same stuff. And finally, it's the burden. But burden, I think near 1 ton of weight is good enough. So let me see. One vertical ends, the horizontal ends, and here we start another horizontal, so GUI layout dot begin horizontal and GUI layout dot end horizontal. We say if a resource dot quality database dot count is greater than 0. Do stuff for me. And you see that it says replace with quality database.any, and that is link. I had problems with any, and it didn't work in Unity as nice as you think it would work. So I'm sticking with that. What we want to show is again one of these systems. So horizontal, a label. The label is quality. But instead of this, we will say selected quality index equals to editor GUI layout dot popup. There is no label, and then selected quality index, and then we say quality names dot to array, and the GUI layout dot width of 130. Okay. After that, we say quality equals to resource dot quality database dot get at the selected index. Same stuff will happen again for rarity. So resource dot rarity and finally we say rarity equals to the rarity database that get that. Okay. And finally we end the horizontal, we end the vertical, and we are good to go. Now if I come back, I should see stuff here now. If I select, bingo, we have our database. That 2 layouts in there is bothering me to hell. So list view. I don't want the scroll view to. No, not list view. It's a properties. Yeah, I don't need this one. Okay, just a styling. You can do whatever you want, but this is nice. So by now we are seeing items inside the base. Okay. How about the weapon? Well, if you want the weapon, you need to do something else, and it will show below. I have time, so let me check if I did it on my notes. Yeah. Okay. So let me do the weapon as an example. Close all documents. Weapon. This to do is gone. Implement missing members, all of them. Blah blah blah. Delete. 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 Delete and return true for time being. We move it on top. There we go. So with backing fields, there we go. So we should have 4 now. That is that. Adjust here. These guys can wait for your game. Let's go on GUI. So we are calling the base. That is why we are seeing those properties now. But after that, we want to start stuff. GUI layout dot begin vertical, and with the type of box, and GUI layout dot expand width to true. Then we say GUI layout dot end vertical. Inside here, we will have one of those, again, horizontal systems for labels. So bam. What we want to show here is a prefab, and the white is the width, not white. Width is 90 this time. So we say prefab equals to editor GUI layout dot object field. The object we want is prefab. Do we want the objects, the type of object, sorry, and its type of game object? And do we want it inside the scene? No. And finally, we cast it as a game object. Then another one, and this is durability. And why did I copy it from here? That is different. Because durability is integer slider, and we have integer sliders. There we go. So it's durability and yeah, the same max number, and this is max durability. So max durability and max durability, and equipment slot that I don't implemented the database for it yet. So we say equip slot, and for time being we don't have anything to do there. And we say to do add the database interface in editor and use it here. Cool. So now I should see a little box below, and of course there is no item selected. And there we go. We have a prefab, we have durability and max durability, and I forgot, what wasn't there 90? No, okay. 90 I said, and 90. This guy is too big, you know. Let's go. Okay. So these should push up to here. There we go. So now if I choose armor, of course, there you go. Now you see it. I have selected a weapon. I'm switching to armor, but I'm seeing the weapon still. And that was in our object list view, and I commented a line, if you remember. So I uncomment it, coming back, let it recompile, going back to weapon, select it, and now if I choose to armor, bam, we need to select something. So weapon, and I call it a sword, a type, a value of, I don't know, 50, the price of 120, burden is 1 kilogram, for example, durability is 1000 times, max durability 2000 times, and we don't have equipment salt, and as you see, everything is working in time. And I will add a folder and I will call it test stuff. Okay, and I need my scene view, so I will create an empty game object and I will drag and drop it inside my test stuff. So I made a prefab, okay, and I delete it. Now if I want a prefab, you notice it's only showing the game objects inside assets. We can't select from the scene and assign it. Game object none. Oh, null reference object reference not set to an instance of object. Okay, where is that? Why are you referring to here? Oh, you see resource.item object window.repaint. We don't have that because we instantiated it before. So if I select none and I get the same error again, but if I close this guy, if I reopen this guy, select my category, select my sort, and select my item now, they're gone. It's gone because it is assigned on instantiation, okay? And now that I think about it, why to bother? We can put it on in GUI equals to this guy. Cool. So even if we didn't instantiate it again, it will select and stop. Bam. Nice, isn't it? So what the... Okay, now this is not good. And I know where... Come on. Close. This is not good. Sorry. Not working. So, there. Now it's working. So I can select none, it will become none, game object. I can select any sprite, and everything is working. And we have our item. And by that, guys, we are finished our item system. The only thing remaining is adding an equipment slot editor. I think it would be something like this. Just a name and a description. I can maybe not. And then add another one of those drop-down menus. Oh, by the way, worst, rare, add a new, name it like X. It's best with legendary. And if I go back to sort, it's worst, rare, everything's there. Best, legendary, everything is there. So a very high price. Yep, it's keeping it because after all we are serializing things here. So basically our item system is finished. Basically. What if I go to armor now? Well, let's try it. Maybe a shield, and maybe, I don't know, helmet, armor database, a shield, a helmet. And of course these parts are again working, as you see. And if I switch back to weapons, they are there. So our item system basically is done. Our job is not done yet. In next episode, between the two episodes, I think between the two episodes, I will add the equipment slot editor, just like a quality editor, maybe like a category editor without these fancy stuff, just a name and a delete button. I don't know. I will add one of these two. Anyway, you may ask, should I implement a custom GUI skin for these guys? Well, I'm against it, honestly, because when you assign a custom GUI style, if the users don't have this dark skin, then the GUI style may not fit together. If it's dark skin, then yeah, it will fit maybe. So you should have a light skinned GUI style, dark skinned GUI style, check if it's dark or not, if there is a way to check it, then assign the GUI style, blah blah blah. But keeping it this way, not only it's simple enough, but also if, for example, I come inside my where was it, edit preferences, colors, no, where was that? Long time I didn't set it. General, editor screen, personal. You see that everything is still fitting very nicely. Yeah, a long time I didn't use this color, Shem. Ugly. Make it available for us guys without Pro. That would make our life easy. Anyway, everything's fitting nicely. But if I go into professional again, everything is fitting nicely. Okay? So I think it's a good way, honestly. Yeah, it's a good way. Let's agree with that, guys. Okay, use that thumbs up, guys. In next episode, you will see the finished equipment slot, but we will dive into the code because there are tons of places that we are using editor stuff here, and we should be careful about that. So until next episode, and it looks like it will be final episode item system. Have fun everyone. Bye bye.